Right, so I'm here with Catherine Farrell and Sui-Ling Tang from McIntyre. We're talking about the Sexuality and Relationships Charter. It's about to be released by McIntyre soon. So Catherine, could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's called the Sexuality And My Rights Charter, and it's a document that was put together by different organisations, so it's been co-produced. So there was Supported Loving were involved, the Tizard Centre, who are based at the University of Kent, the National Development Team for Inclusion, and My Life, My Choice. So they all came together, having recognised through some of the research that the Tizard Centre had done that how important relationships are to people with a learning disability, but the fact that they're often not supported to have those relationships and to develop those. So it's really an opportunity for organisations to say, yes, we agree that this is something we should be doing and sign up to it. Okay.
So Sui-Ling, you've been part of the Supported Loving group that put together this document. So what sort of issues were discussed at those meetings? What do people want to see included?
I think you can have the right to have a bit of privacy.
Okay, yeah, that was a big issue that came out, wasn't it?
And you've got to have the right, instead of having a single, you can have the right to have a double bed.
Yeah, these are little things that people don't think about, but they're basic human rights, aren't they? So,
and you have the right to get married.
Okay, so that's in the charter, is it?
And the right to be in a relationship.
Okay, and I also had a look through myself, and I saw that how you dress is part of your sexuality as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I dress how I like to, you see. So
yeah,
yeah, I have the right to. Well, I'm happy how I dress.
Do you think there's enough information for people with learning disabilities out there about sexuality and relationships?
I don't think there's enough about that. There need to be more information about sexuality and relationships for people, because they wouldn't understand some of the wording in this booklet.
Yeah, and you and me.
Someone have to explain to them what's it all about.
Yeah. Before we did this interview, you and me were having a little chat, weren't we? And we were talking about how sometimes people can be embarrassed and find it funny to talk about. So I suppose
it's rude. It's not. It's natural, I would say.
Yeah.
We've done a shout-out group, and I know people have laughed, but it's just natural.
Yeah, but I remember that time we were talking about people's different sexes, male and female, and
friends and
yeah. So you're right. It's just a natural part of life, and I think this would be a big part of getting that out there, won't it? So, Catherine, is this something that's going to be released soon?
Yeah, what we've done in McIntyre recently is produced the Relationship, Sexuality and Gender Identity Guidance, which is a document that's aimed at staff. And so it's going to be included as part of that, so to demonstrate that the expectation is that people should be supported to have these rights met the same as everybody else. But it's important to recognise that, and this is something we talk a lot in the Supported Loving Network, that that staff don't always feel confident supporting people in this area. They have, they might themselves find the topic embarrassing, or not be sure how to support people in different areas. So that's the point, is that trying to make sure that staff are as quick as possible and have got the information they need. And that if they're not able, if they don't have the information they need, that they know where they can go and get it. So that will all be part of that guidance.
That sounds brilliant. Yeah, as being involved with self-advocacy for the last few years, I've found it is one of the more difficult subjects to broach. So hopefully a document like this will really help and get the ball rolling.